welcome to a very special family and friends edition of D&D. And for all of those that don't know what D&D is, well, just think of it more of like a mental RPG, or a theater of the mind, if you will. Today we're going to be starting a brand new campaign, and it's going to be Waterdeep's Dragon Heist. I've put together a group of very special people to me, including my sister and her husband, my kids, and a friend of mine. We're going to be starting a brand new campaign, all new characters. Everybody's going to be starting off at level 1. And as they progress through the story, they will level up accordingly. So let's go and meet some of the characters. First off, we got Cookie Monster. Tell us a little bit about your character.
My character's name is Locatos. He is a human variant Hexblade. And he comes from a small village, you know, not one of those villages that you would hear about, but they still got quite a few traffic from travelers going through, and you know, it was a merchant type of town, and basically the town was destroyed by a group of cultists in black robes that had a skull mace in front of a fiery background. If anybody can get that reference, then by all means. But he's ever since then, you know, 3 days after the attack, he's with his sister. Him and his sister were the only two that made it out alive, and they're just kids. They're like 8 years old, and one night he sees something shining on the ground, and he picks it up, and there's a surge of power just gets thrown into him, and then he hears a voice in his head saying that, you know, just following true to certain loyalties from the Raven Queen, and he'll be able to get his revenge. And ever since then, him and his sister have been on their own, just kind of grabbing what they can, learning stuff on their own, how to survive. So it's been a real tough road for them. And because of that, Locatus he's really slow to trust people. But once he trusts you, you know, he kind of opens up a little bit, and you know, that's kind of how he is, and he's always about protecting people, because he figures he came from a place where that's what they did. You know, they accepted everybody and they looked out for each other. So he kind of keeps those same ideals, but I mean, he's dead set on revenge for what happened to his town and his family.
So what's your class?
Hexblade.
All right. Next, we'll go to my sister, Ethereal.
Hello. My character's name is Ethereal Fang, but everyone just calls her Ethereal, except for the DM, who calls her Ethereal. She is a tabaxi. She has a pretty tragic past, which she chooses not to discuss because it's far too hurtful for her. To sum it up, because of her childhood how do you say it? Like, naive. Trying to figure out how you would say that properly. Anyway, she was really naive as a child and trusted somebody she shouldn't, which caused the death of basically her entire clan. And ever since, she's been on her own and has been having to survive on her own, and through a course of events, she ends up being placed in a monastery. So she becomes a monk, and they train her, but every night she has night terrors and remembers what happened in her village and can't let it go, and is bent on finding and seeking revenge for her family and destroying the men that destroyed her life. And she does have a little brother that survived and that she believes is still out there somewhere, and hopes to find him one day.
Very nice.
Jeez. My cat just scared me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right,
my name is Yin. I am a feral tiefling with wings. I am a wizard. Not too much of a backstory. I'm from a very far away place, is what I'll tell the party. Most people probably don't know where I've come from. I actually met Ethereal, and I have helped her come into Waterdeep. Other than that, I'm pretty much a sailor, and
Okay.
that's it.
All right, and then we come to actually these are my children, and first one we have Linnaeus.
Yes!
Tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm Linnaeus. I am an Aarakocra. I look like a kingfisher, so I have yellow feathers in the front, but I have blue feathers that cover my back, and I have a long beak. And I have very large wings that I can use to fly. My backstory is she was taken from her people really, really young, and she was just an egg, and then the hunters that took her used her as a slave and took her to a noble family to use as entertainment and a servant. And she was rescued years later by a paladin that taught her of her history and her culture, and he raised her to fight and raised her to be kind to others and to accept others. And since he knew so much of her culture, he bestowed her the honor of calling her a Storm Lord, which is very high in their culture. So if you were a warrior, you would be called a Storm Lord. So she is Linnaeus, the Storm Lord.
And next we have Tim.
I am Tim, and my character is a half-orc bard who is a little bit on the skinnier side. And his backstory is he came from a orc encampment, and he didn't grow up to be nearly as strong and buff as the others. So he got kicked out saying, "You're too weak," and all like that. So he eventually came to a tavern in a city where he met a bard, and he became intrigued and decided to learn how to be a bard. So he had trained, and then he decided to set off on his own, and eventually met a fellow companion, and that will lead to next person.
All right, and Ren.
All right, my name is Ren Rosnar. I am a gnome paladin from the noble house Rosnar. He has been his entire life inside of the city of Waterdeep. He eventually went on a couple adventures, business trips with his parents and grandparents on their various business adventures. He eventually learned how to fight from his past ancestors, and had eventually taken up a sword because there were some skeptics as to what their businesses were, and he tries to clear their family name.
All right, very nice. Let's see. In this adventure, we're gonna assume that you guys already know everybody and you've agreed to be a party. So you've pretty much all know each other. And in the beginning, when we were setting up characters and everything, I said that there was one character in town that you're friendly with. Does everybody remember who they are?
I do. Mine is I don't know how to pronounce this.
Yagra
Stonefist.
Yeah, I got a pronunciation thing here in the beginning. I can look it up if anybody needs anything.
Wait, is your mic on?
Okay, so our story starts The characters are relaxing in the tap room of the yawning portal. We'll go ahead and transition over. And for everybody watching this, you're going to be following along with me, so you might get a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look of the Roll20. So let's go ahead and transition over here. Let's zoom out a little bit. This is a little too far. Is everybody able to see that?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. And it's a special day, a special evening at the Yawning Portal. The noisy tap room seems more full than usual, and the patrons are brimming with excitement as a small crowd of well-wishers have gathered around a party of heroes who's chosen this night to brave the tavern's namesake. The small band of would-be heroes are carefully checking and securing their equipment, mundane and magical alike, as they begin their descent into the large hole in the middle of the tavern. The tap room fills with loud cheers and excited huzzas. Behind the bar, Durnan, the grizzled proprietor of the Yawning Portal, shakes his head and smirks under his mustache. Go ahead and start some of this. Yeah. So
All right, first off, my token is not visible to me.
it's not visible to you?
Well, I can't see it.
I
don't know where it's at.
You can go ahead and drag
I mean,
it on.
I see everybody else, but
Yeah, it looks like it didn't.
There he is. Got him. All right, we're good.
All right, you got it?
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys can go ahead.
Everybody's yay!
I know. As soon as you said you couldn't see your token, there was just oh, and then you were like, "Oh, it's good, yay!" Perfect timing.
I love it.
So we're gonna assume that these. Can everybody see all the tokens and everything on here? I wasn't sure about how all the layers got put on because I actually had to create this one. This one wasn't part of the pack. So
Looks good.
you guys can go ahead and find a seat in the bar and just kind of describe what you're doing. As these three fellows here in the middle are preparing to travel down into Undermountain.
Okay. Are we standing next to the door?
Yeah,
next
you guys
to
are
those boxes?
out. Yep. Actually, the door. I'm not sure where the door is over here, but there it is, right here.
Yeah, it's right. It looks like it's right here.
Right over here is the door.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I don't know. The place. We're a pretty big party, so.
Well, let's.
over here is.
We'll walk in first. If it's all right, I'm gonna walk in first.
All right. I'll follow.
Now I did
have my owl on my shoulder at all times.
Now I filled the bar with like random people, so you'll see some of these people in here match the friendly faces that you guys saw, and others are just random people.
Okay. So as soon as I enter, I'm gonna look for a table or groups of tables that would sufficiently seat all of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it looks like over here it'd probably be our best bet.
Is that fine, DM? I see a table and I
no,
lead the party to it.
Yeah, this is. You guys don't necessarily have to sit together. You can go sit wherever you want. Just tell me. Describe what you're doing.
Okay. Well, when I walk in, I'll notice the tables all the way to the east side, and I'll tell everyone that there are 2 open tables in that direction, and I'll head that way.
Okay.
I'll follow
Tim
along.
will follow.
Yep. Go over this way.
Okay. I'm gonna follow as well, but I see that my friend Jalster is right here by the front door. So as I pass, I'm gonna kind of fist bump him and then just keep walking.
Nice.
Okay. Can I do like a general spot check at the people getting ready to go down the hole? How well equipped do they look?
Sure. Go ahead and roll. Would that be for insight, maybe?
Oh, you want insight? I can do that.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I mean, it seems like it'd be insight because I mean you're kind of just trying to figure out all right, what are their intentions.
That is a 5.
That's a 5. Even though you can't get a good look at them, you can tell that these guys look like they're not well seasoned. They're attempting this out of they don't know what they're doing. But you gotta admit they're pretty brave for wanting to go down there. I don't know how familiar you are with the Underdeep or Undermountain. It's a huge dungeon. I mean, there's like all kinds of stuff down there, and only the bravest warriors want to go down in there.
I'm gonna try and say something to them.
Okay.
Wait, do I see that they're not really equipped for the journey as well?
They appear that they don't know what they're doing, but you can't always go by appearances. But
never go by appearances.
You can see that they're tying ropes around themselves and getting ready to be lowered down into the hole.
Are you guys sure you want to go down there?
So the guy, of course, we've been training for months. Don't worry.
All right, and then I just kind of say training for months. Have you done much of this kind of adventuring before?
Of course. We've ventured outside of the city many times.
But have you gone to something as dangerous as this?
My friends here, we don't think that this is nearly as dangerous as what they say.
Okay, buddy.
We're about to prove to everybody.
Who all has came back to tell you of their dangers? Of the dangers?
Well, they say none come back once they go in, but we shall find out soon.
You think that it's not very dangerous? Do you, buddy? Do you?
They don't seem to give you much heed, and they start one by one tying the ropes themselves and lowering themselves down.
I'm going to walk over to the edge and I'm going to be like, I wish you luck.
My character, after the first questions and they said, hey, we're ready, he's one of those guys that says, all right, they either know what they're doing or they don't, so I'm just going to kind of sit here. He just kind of loses interest after that.
All right. You guys are all sitting around the sturdy wooden tables lit brightly through bright candles and littered with plates cleared of food. Yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of the young bard three tables over.
3 tables over.
Then all the noise is eclipsed.
Do you mean this guy right here?
No, this guy over here. Right there. Three strings.
All right.
Then all the noise is eclipsed by a shout.
You pig! Like killing me mates, does ya?
Then a 7-foot-tall orc is hit by that was the wrong button.
Oh boy.
Is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head and covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clustered around the brawl. What do you do?
All right, so because this is Yagro Stonefist, how well do I know? Are we good friends, or have we known each other for a long time, or is it just somebody that I met not too long ago?
She's a friendly face. How do you know her?
Just a friendly face? All right, that's up to me. All right, well, I'm going to say that, since I know her and she's a friendly face, don't have too many friendly faces other than the group I'm with. I can't really stand back because, like I said, my character is one of those, once I let you in, then, very protective. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to see what's going on.
All right.
Since he's a friend of a friend, I'll go with him.
Can I get a look at the guys that she's brawling with, do I recognize what the tattoos are, or anything special about them?
Possibly.
What kind of role would you like me to do?
What kind of role would you like to do? I'm not sure what you're...
I would assume that'd be investigation, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
You can see if you know what the tattoo is. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, like if they have tattoos all over them, I want to see if maybe that's like a specific marker, since you said they all have the same tattoo.
The one guy had that. You could see that tattoo on the guy that's fighting with Yagra. All right. You can see that with the tattoos and the arrangement that they are on his face, it reminds you of a beholder.
Remind you of a what?
A beholder?
Oh, a beholder. Oh. I got up too soon.
Okay.
All right, so what are you doing over there, Locatos? You guys went over to...
All right, so I get over there. Are they actually, like, fighting? Like, they're wrestling, or...
Yeah, you can see that, she's, like, jumped on him, and, or jumped at him, and they're in the middle of a pretty bloody battle. I mean, he's, like, hitting her, she's hitting him.
All right, I'm gonna have to jump in on this and try and pull him off her.
You're gonna try and pull him off of her?
Yeah.
All right.
This is not gonna go well because my strength is crap.
Does it look like they're ganging up on her, or is it just a 1 versus 1 right now?
Oh yeah.
Well, there's 5 bandits all surrounding her, and you get the feeling that they're not gonna let her walk away.
All right, so I'm gonna jump in.
How do I get to her character?
All right,
sheet?
so I'm not gonna. All right, I take that back. I'm not gonna rip this guy off of her. I'm just gonna jump in, and I'm looking at the other guys, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, let this be. This is not your fight."
Yeah, they pretty much ignore you. They're gonna keep. They're pretty.
I'm all right. Out of character. I'm sorry, guys, but if something goes down, I can't just let her get beat up.
Okay. Well, in Orcish, I'm going to shout out, "Do you need help?"
She looks at you and she's like, "I got this." You know, being an orc, she can't. She's got this. You know.
Well, technically, she's a half orc, if I remember the reading correctly.
But it depends. If she was raised with the orcs and things, she might have that orcish pride.
But you can see, you know, she's taken a few hits. She's
getting beat up pretty bad.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me pause this. I gotta try and find her character sheet. I don't remember how to get to it. So I'll have to edit this part, I think, but...
Okay, well, me and Cookie are probably next to each other, up somewhat close to the crowd. I'm gonna kind of whisper to you and be like, she said she doesn't need help. I could definitely help out.
Yeah,
and I know you would like to help out.
I'm just gonna back up to where I'm, like, not in their tuffle, but I'm still close by to where, you know, if something goes down, I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Okay, so what do we think the conditions are here? Like, she starts getting attacked by all of them versus just the one. We jump in.
Yeah, as soon as I see somebody else starting to jump in, that's when I'm gonna go after that guy.
Right. All right. Got the character sheet for Yagra. Okay, so what are you doing? You said you were gonna try and pull her off.
No. We're waiting to see where this goes. So far, none of the other guys have jumped in on her, right? Like, they're just standing there?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, as soon as... I'm going to let her fight this dude she's fighting, but as soon as somebody else tries to jump in, or, you know, that's when I'm going to jump in. Or if I see her finish this dude off and try and go after one of the other guys, I'm gonna like grab her and be like, no, 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 you won. That's enough.
All right. You see that the guy she's fighting is looking pretty haggard. He's kind of staggering a little bit, but
All right.
the other guys are in there. They're yelling. They're telling him to go after her. But
All right. So
are you gonna continue
is he kind of like staggering back a little bit, and she's kind of just sitting there ready for him?
You can tell that this guy's got an issue with an orc, and he's not gonna let it go.
Well, no, but
And his buddies are all right there behind him. Ren, you said you were doing anything?
I'm gonna sit and wait for Lakatos because he knows Yagra. I do not.
All right. So you guys are gonna both just kind of stand back and watch. See what
yeah,
happens?
we're just gonna stand back and let it go. But like I said, as soon as one of the other guys jumps in, that's when I'm gonna try and tackle that dude down. And then if she like wins the fight, like if he's like laying on the ground, like all right, he's done.
All right.
Then I'm gonna like kind of pull her back a little bit and say, all right, he's done. Let it go.
All right. Well, so you guys are both gonna stand back. You guys notice that she's kind of starting to stagger a little bit herself, but she lets out a huge yell, and then just puts all of her might into it and just like nails this guy, knocking him out cold. But as soon
nice.
as soon as that happens, two of his guy's buddies just come in and pummel her too and knock her down.
All right, I got to jump in now.
Just as
right.
that happens, you hear from behind the bar, Durnan lets out a big
Out.
and tells these guys to just get out.
All right, so what I do is I'm gonna try and like get in between, like kind of break the thing up and like get in between her and them, and like just kind of try and get her out of that situation and kind of get her. All right, let's go. It's time to go now.
All right. As you start to walk forward into in between her, she's now laying down on the ground, kind of half dazed, half in and half out of consciousness.
Yeah.
You hear shouts of alarm, and coming up out of the pit is a troll. Sudden
I knew that's what they said.
Shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. The monster's warty green skin, tangled nest of wiry black hair, and long carrot-shaped nose, and bloodshot eyes. It bares its yellow teeth and howls. You can see that half-dozen bat-like creatures are attached to its body, with 3 more circling above it like flies. Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear except for the barkeep, Durnan, who shouts, "Troll!" And you can see that Durnan grabs his sword from behind the bar and races into the battle. And you guys can also notice that the troll has a severed arm in one hand, like it's been gnawed on, and you can tell that it looks like the cloak of one of the adventurers that just went down into the pit.
No!
Yeah, we tried to tell him.
Okay.
Tried to warn him.
So what's going on?
I'm gonna pull out my swords and I'm gonna attack it.
You're gonna attack it? Hold on, let me move some of these tokens
Yeah,
around a
it's
little
trying
bit.
to hurt people. So.
Durnan's up here.
I think
And
Yin
people
wants to know what's happening with Orc
Yeah.
Lady and that group before we start.
Yeah, like are these guys continuing to
They're-
press onto her, or are they just like, all right, it's time, the situation's changed, let's get out of here?
They noticing that everybody's attention is now on the troll, they grab their leader Krentz and they take off for the door.
Okay, so she's out of the fight, so
Yeah,
she's
here,
probably not in any condition to fight this thing.
she's considered out. She's knocked out.
Okay, so
we'll
I'm
take-
gonna try. Well,
Here, let me.
I'm just gonna kind of like I'm gonna kind of lay her on this like bench right here, and just like tell her to stay.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna help him get her to a safe location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim, upon seeing the troll, would like to start using his bagpipes to start his bardic inspiration.
Okay. And what does that do?
So, long story short, the person adds a d6 to their roll, and I have to choose a person who can hear me. So I choose a person, and they gain a d6 to roll, and they have to either, after they roll the d20, they have to add that, they get to roll it and add that to their roll before the DM says if the thing succeeds or fails.
So it's like a saving throw.
Kelly or
For anything.
Linnaeus, do you realize your character is still up here next to the troll? Did you move up there, or is that from before?
Yeah, I moved up there. I want to try and attack it.
Okay. Did you guys roll for the initiative?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
thing
did.
got
I did.
weird. Oh, that's no better than what my last roll was.
Lakatos is in here twice. We'll take that one out. All right.
Oh, yeah, because it shows me in there once. Like I can't see everybody else's turn order.
You don't see the turn orders?
I mean, I see the turn order. I see myself, and I see Yin
Mm-hmm.
without his name next to him. And
Yeah.
like mine was gone, so I thought like you had cleared it.
Ben, if you right click on people, you should be able to add turn, and then they'll show up in the turn order.
Okay. Okay, there it is. Add turn.
I rolled a 20. Not net.
Add turn. Who am I missing? Mason.
Tim.
Tim! Alright, I think everybody is on there now. You go ahead and...
You will have to add my owl.
Oh
Wait.
yeah,
add-
Tim
The
does not want to
MVP.
get into the fight.
You still probably need an initiative so that you have
Yeah.
a turn order
Probably.
for your spells and things.
Right, yeah, if you're gonna be doing stuff, you need to be in there.
yeah.
True. Alright.
Even if you're gonna hide in the
Name
corner.
of the game.
Okay. And... so you did an 11, and you're attacking the troll, right? And
Yeah.
his armor class is... no, so you miss. You miss the troll. So... Mason? Or Tim?
Team is going to use Bardic Inspiration on Ren.
Okay.
He's going to be playing his bagpipes, and all it does is it lasts for 10 minutes, and he gets to add a d6 to his roll.
Is just one for everything?
You roll the d6 after you roll the d20. So, if you were just almost there, then you can roll this d6. But you have to say you're using it before the DM clarifies whether it hits or misses.
Do I get one for the 10 minutes, or do I get one for everything for the 10 minutes?
You get one d6 for the 10 minutes. That's it.
Okay. So, Ren is next. Ren, what are you doing?
So I'm going to use all of my movement, seeing that Yagra is taken care of. I'm going to run up on the troll,
Oh yeah, you guys moved her up over here. Okay.
Yeah.
take my shield and longsword out. I'm going to slash her with the troll with
Ignore that.
longsword.
I pushed a button, ignore it.
So, Ethereal is rolling random dice.
Sorry.
You can turn off the auto advantage too if you want. But
Yeah, I have
okay.
mine set to toggle.
So what was it that you were doing? You were pulled out.
I was gonna pull out my longsword and shield and run
Uh-huh.
up and slash it.
Okay. You hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Click on the longsword there. There you go. No, you just rolled the attack again. The word
if you
longsword
go over,
underneath
if
of
you go
your
over to the
attack.
chat and you just click where it says longsword one-handed, it should roll the damage for you.
Yeah. There you go. But that. Okay. 2. So you take 2 damage.
It's 4.
Okay. No, I was just looking at something else. It was 4?
Yeah, I got a +2.
Sorry, I was reading something else. Okay. All right. Blathers.
Blathers is gonna hold his turn until after mine.
So how does that work with your owl? Is it just a familiar? Does it?
Yeah, so he's a familiar, but he has his own initiative, and he'll work with me in order to do stuff. But in order for that to happen, I'm gonna have him hold his turn to past mine.
Okay.
So I'll be able to change his initiative to 4 then.
Yeah,
Right.
so you can just, if you just click and hold on the owl and then move him down below Yen's character on the, yeah.
Yep. Okay. That means Kados, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, yay. All right, so I'm going to run. All right, right there.
Okay.
I can still hit him from here, right?
Yep.
All right. And now, do I have to use my bonus action before my action? Or if I use my bonus action first, it just kind of constitutes as an action, and then I can get a bonus action after that. Because I want to throw Hex on this guy and then hit him.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action first. I think that's what we said, right?
Okay. So as I'm running up to this guy, I'm kind of pulling out my hexed scimitar and then throwing a hex on this guy. And that do you want the details
what
of
is
hex?
what does Hex do?
All right. Says you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit with an attack.
Okay.
Also, choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Okay, so you just roll an extra d6.
Yeah.
So how many
And
d6
then,
do you
and then he has disadvantage on a specific saving throw.
Okay, which one?
Or on an ability. Probably wisdom.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and attack then if you're going to.
Okay. Also, another thing to this is if he dies while he's hexed, I can automatically move that hex to somebody else. So, all right, here we go. Yeah. That hits,
17.
right?
Yep, 17 hits.
Okay. Well, 22.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, 22 hits. So
all right, 7 slashing, and then the hex. 6 necrotic.
So that would be 13?
Yeah, 13. And that's all.
Oh boy, I'm gonna pull up a calculator. This is getting Wanna make sure I put in the right numbers. Alright. So that means that it's were you doing anything else? Or is that
No, that was all. That's it. I moved a bonus action and a regular action, so
okay. That means it comes to Ethereal. Ethereal.
At least he caught himself this time.
No, he so did that on purpose. I saw
Yeah,
his face.
I totally did that on purpose.
She's not gonna be able to get all the way over there, so I'm gonna move her as close as I can, and then that's gonna have to be good enough.
Okay.
She'll get too bad.
Doesn't she have some like special acrobatics where she can like just like jump in further as a tabaxi?
Yeah, get like right here and then see if you can pop. I don't know. That'd be kind
But
of
if she
dangerous.
jumped
okay.
over the whole thing, she could probably
Well,
risk falling in.
No, I think
Yeah.
the tabaxi has a special ability where they can like.
I do. Yeah. I can double my speed, but then the next turn I'm not able to do anything if I want to be able to do it again. But doubling my speed should be more than enough to get her over there. So this is 30, 40.
There is a ruler over here too. So how far you want to go?
Yeah, right about there, just to the other side of the troll, because it's pretty crowded on the troll's right. So I would say, how do you do that?
On the left, there's a little
Right
circle
about.
with a little ruler in it. Click on that, and then
Or
drag.
if you click on your character's token and hold it, if you right click, it'll set a waypoint. Well, you kind of got to move it a little bit, but you right click and set a waypoint, and then it'll do that.
Whoa.
I don't know, but she should be able to make it to about here based on what you did, right?
Yeah.
So.
For a 30, she's just.
But I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna go. Could I go there instead?
Yeah, that'd be
Whereas
30.
But because I doubled my speed, does it mean I can't do anything? I have to wait.
Yeah, I think that.
I think that counts as an action. Right?
Yeah, I think she
Well-
can. No, that's not her action. That's her movement.
Yeah, Levi is saying no. Hold on, let me look at this.
Okay.
I feel so prepared. Like I have gone through all of my spells like 17 times. Like I have been practicing with this guy.
Yeah, I was all right until I tried to remember how to get to the character sheets, and then I couldn't. I was blanking out. Terrible.
It doesn't say anything about not being able to attack. It just says that I can't use the trait again until I move 0 feet, and then it resets the trait. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my chain knives to attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is just for a movement, and then you can still use your action.
Right. So. Oh, that's not the right one. Please, one.
That is double ones.
17.
17. All right.
What'd you roll before?
No. Okay, it's gonna take a little while to get used to this sheet because this is different than when we did it.
You just gotta click on it.
So she rolled a 17
You rolled a 17.
for 8 damage.
Yeah, the 17 will hit, and you automatically rolled the damage, right? 8.
8
Yep,
damage,
like
correct.
8 piercing. Yep.
All right. I gotta go back to select. 8 damage. That would take that to there. There we go. All right, and
I
it
was gonna
goes.
say, don't tell us his hit points.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
I mean, I don't mind. You can tell me all you want, but that's
Trolls are pretty
ruins
crazy,
mine.
but wait till you see this. All right, so it's Durnan's turn, and he's gonna use Grimvault. It's his melee weapon attack, and if the target is a creature, Durnan rolls a 20. Alright, so yeah, that attacks. Damage is 13 slashing. Am I reading that right? Huh. It's all kinds of stuff on there. So we'll subtract 13 from that.
So don't make the bar keep mad, guys.
Oh yeah, if you don't know about Durnan is a retired adventurer. He is like a legendary guy. Now he's running the tavern.
Yeah, see? So don't make him mad.
Okay. So that comes to Yin.
Okay, so I'm going to take mine and Blather's turn together. Technically, it's separate. So what I'm doing is I'm holding my action of Shocking Grasp until Blathers gets within reach. And then he will be able to use his reaction to cast the spell. And then that's my turn. On his turn, he flies at 60. So he'll fly over to the troll.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me get this straight. You're casting the spell on the bird. And the bird's flying to the troll, correct?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm holding the spell. The bird gets to the troll. Because he's within range, I use my reaction to give the spell to my bird. He uses his reaction to cast it, and then he can then fly away.
Is it because it's a touch spell, so you have to actually touch the person, so you're using your bird to basically touch?
That is correct. It is a touch spell.
Okay.
And my familiar can use my touch spells as long as they're within 100 feet from me.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
So it's like a conduit.
That is a 13. I'm assuming he's not wearing any metal. For 5
no.
damage if it hit.
No, he's not wearing any metal. How would that affect his with his AC with that shock grasp? Is that normal?
I would assume that's a normal AC.
Yeah, if that's the case, then
It
yeah.
says make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage on the target if it's wearing armor made of metal.
Oh, so you get advantage if it's wearing metal. No, he has natural
correct.
armor, and I would say that misses. So,
Okay.
So the bird flies over, and just as he's getting ready to get to the troll, his hair flips back and just kind of misses him with the main attack. So that would be both of your.
Correct. That's both of our turns combined.
All right.
And just to give the party a heads up, apparently this program doesn't like me, so my rolls are terrible.
The troll's hair flows in the wind, causing you not to be able to attack.
So it's the troll's turn, and I don't think I put his turn order in there correctly, but that's okay. We'll leave it how it is. The troll makes 3 attacks, 1 with bite and 2 with claws. The first attack will be against, let's see, who's right up next to him? That would be Ren, Locatos, and Linnaeus. So the 3 of you, he's going to slash with his claws on, this one will go towards Linnaeus. So, claw attack. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
I'm not the only one the program doesn't like. Woo!
Alright. Ren, he's going to slash with his other hand at you. And we'll do another claw. 23. Does that attack you?
No.
Linnaeus, did you take the 14? Did you mark that down as your damage?
How much damage is it?
Yeah, you never mentioned damage.
It was 14 damage. Can you guys see those rolls on the?
How much?
I can.
No, we can't.
Damage. 14 damage. No, we cannot.
I'm
see
dead.
the rolls.
Oh my god, Ben!
Dead.
We're gonna
You're not
die.
dead.
You're not dead.
No,
You're
I'm dead. It has. Wait.
You're just unconscious.
If you have 7 or less.
What is your
No,
maximum
if it
health?
hits you at your above your max health in one shot, you're dead, right?
What is your maximum health?
12.
Then you're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you're
have to
fine.
say
Do
two.
24 points of damage to kill you outright.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has
Okay.
to match your positive in the negative.
Yeah, that was like probably
Okay.
that was probably like the best the troll could have done there.
I was
Which,
like, I'm
by the
dead.
way, would have killed me.
It's a good
so
thing
I'm
you
at
used your bird.
All right, so Austin, let's see. How do I get that to show? Is it because it's not showing in the chat?
No.
It's not showing in the chat at all.
Are you clicking the DM dice?
I'm clicking
something?
the troll's character sheet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's not showing?
The troll might have it set to it whisper to you.
Yeah.
How do I change that? Edit. I don't know where that's at.
Yeah, I don't know where that is either.
On his character sheet, if you go to where his actions are, there should be like a little gray gear icon.
Mm-hmm.
If you click that and you scroll down a little bit, there should be general options. And it should say like roll stuff, whisper rolls to DM, all that stuff.
Always whisper rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be never whisper rolls.
Never whisper rolls. All right, there we go. All right, so let's try this again. All right, and okay, so Locatos, he's going to try and bite you.
What about my damage?
7.
Oh yeah, how much?
How much?
7. It was 7 to Ren.
Oh, he misses.
There you see it. There. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, so you guys didn't see the Grim Vault thing either from Durnan, then I suppose.
Yeah, we didn't see that either. That's okay. I'm sure we'll get another chance.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this. It might take me a little bit, but I'll get it. Well, okay. So that would be all for the troll. So
Thank God.
Linnaeus is not doing so swell. So did you say you were unconscious? So
Linnaeus is, I think, yes, unconscious.
all right. So does she need to do a saving roll?
That will be on her turn.
It is her
Yeah.
turn.
Oh yes, a death saving throw.
So I'm not sure where that's at on the character sheet.
I don't know how to do that. What do I do?
If you
At the where your health is, if you see where your health is and you can see the successes and failures, if you click on the word death saves, it should roll for you.
Yeah.
And she needs 10 or better, right?
Correct.
Oh,
That is a fail.
mark
Ooh.
1 failure.
Somebody better.
I'm gonna die!
Somebody just needs
let's
to
hurry up and kill
stabilize
this
you.
thing.
All right. So then it goes on to Tim. What are you gonna do, Tim?
Still playing me bagpipes for Ren.
Okay. Ren?
Oh, so that's like a concentration thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to make another slash with my long sword.
Okay. 20. That hits pretty well. And
Oh,
you do
dang!
10. Ooh, not bad at all.
Max damage.
All right. You guys are hacking away at this troll. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Locatos.
All right, so like I see Linnaeus go down, and I'm just like, all right, this guy's done. So I'm gonna hit him with my hex scimitar for 15. Does that hit?
15?
Yeah.
Just barely.
Oh,
So you can see that It's just kind of coming towards him and just barely hits.
All right, so that hits for 5 slashing.
5 slashing.
And he's...
What's the difference in slashing and piercing?
Some monsters have resistances to one or the other.
Yeah. So there's that. Plus he's still got Hex on him, so throw that on there. So 5 and then 4.
5
so 9.
Yeah, because the troll has something that happens if with the slashing, but not that low of one. Okay.
Okay.
So what was it? So that'd be 9 total?
Yep. Plus, I'm going to hit him again, my short sword, for my bonus action.
Hold on 1 second. Let me, alright, you're going to... Okay.
Alright, so, come on, baby. That probably doesn't hit, does it?
Nope, you just miss. You just take a swing with your sword, and it just whizzes right in front of him. He kind of steps to the side right as you swing. It barely does anything.
All right. That's all I got.
All right. Now we're to
so close.
Ethereal.
All right. She's gonna shuck her chain knives at him.
I like how you said that. Shuck her chain knives.
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
Is that how she does it? Is she do it like that?
Imagine like a curved dagger at the end of a chain, and she can just like swing it around in a circle and just whoosh.
Get over here.
13. Yeah, so
yeah, basically.
so you swing the knives, but it just barely goes over his head. Misses completely.
I'm guessing this guy has the 15 AC. So.
Alright, that'll be it for me.
Alright. Comes back to Durnan. And I think I forgot to do something on Durnan's last. I just read it. He's supposed to make 4 melee attacks.
Oh.
So
he gets 7 this time.
No, we're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna go, but I missed that on the first time. So this guy, seeing that you guys are doing terrible, he's just gonna lay it down. Here comes the first one, and he does 9 slashing damage. I'm gonna keep track of that over here. And then he goes for his second attack. It's another 10.
Get him.
And he goes in for his third attack. And so he's just swinging his sword all over the place. With this last attack, you see the troll's eyes glaze over and he falls to the ground in a bloody mess. And the troll is unconscious.
Tim still playing the bagpipes.
Is that the end of combat?
The troll has a special regeneration on his next turn. So you need to consider ways of dealing with this. Durnan looks at you and yells, who's closest to him?
Ethereal is right next to him.
Okay. Yeah, there was a dice right on it.
Or Ren.
On my screen. All right, you see Durnan, he turns and points to you and he says, "Yo, cat lady, go over there and grab me a couple of the oil lanterns off this thing. We need to burn this troll before he regenerates." And then he points over to the others and tells you to put him up on the edge, and then when we light him on fire, we're going to push him in.
Yeah! Alright, so I just...
Okay, well, on my turn, I'm going to run over to Lioness, or,
Linnaeus?
No, I'm going to run over to the Aarakocra.
Linnaeus.
Okay.
And I would like to try to stabilize her so she does not die.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So doing that, I'm actually gonna push Cookie Monster out of the way because I can't make it otherwise.
All right. So right there.
And that's a heal check.
Yeah.
Alright, so where are the oil lamps? Did you?
I did not get you up. I'm sorry.
There's no. I didn't put anything on there. Just imagine where they're at in here and just kind of grabbing a lantern.
So she's gonna grab it and like give it to Durian Fruit, dude. What's his name?
Durian Fruit.
Durnan. Durnan. Durnan.
Durian.
I'm gonna yell out a little loud. I can't stop the bleeding.
All right.
Tim will come over and help.
Do we have a cleric?
So I think the next person is the troll.
Yep. Okay, so the troll has regenerated. You see the troll start to stand up, and he gets back.
Ooh, no.
He's kind of kneeling now. You can tell that his wounds are starting to close up where Durnan just slashed him. And then we go back to Linnaeus. I think her mic is muted.
Oh.
What again?
What is it? 6?
I am going to die.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you should be okay.
Rub some dirt on it.
So who's next? Comes to Tim.
Seeing that the trolls are now starting to get back up, still gonna be playing for Ren.
Are you gonna move closer?
Sure, why not? I'll move to the blue guy up at the other table. Yeah, I'll move right there.
Okay.
And go ahead, keep playing my bagpipes.
And comes to Ren.
I'm sorry, but this is hilarious. Just this whole time this battle is going on, and imagine him just sitting back there.
Scottish. Hold on, I think I ruined it.
Seeing as how the troll is taken care of momentarily, I'm gonna run over to Linnaeus, and I'm gonna use Lay on Hands, and use all 5 of my health points from my pool, and heal her for 5.
Okay.
I was gonna say, as long as this troll ain't trying to get revenge on me, like, I'm good.
Well, the troll has started standing back up, and the only way that he doesn't regenerate is if he's taken acid or fire damage. So that's why Durnan's wanting to burn him. So now we come back to Locatos. So didn't Ren move over? Did you move over there next to? Or you are next to her. Never mind. So
yeah,
it's back to you, Locatos.
I got pushed out of the way. But here's the thing. What is this right here?
A wall.
That's a wall.
Or a pillar.
I guess in technical terms, I would be like on top of the bird person, so my space would be empty for you to like step back in.
Well, the thing is that he wants somebody to go to the bar and grab, what, a candle or something?
He just said somebody to grab one of the lanterns and grab some oil. So, just
Which is where?
Just imagine. Use your imagination.
On the table behind you.
I thought I said I did that already because he told me
she
to
grabbed,
do it. So I went ahead and grabbed it, or if you not letting me do that because it's not my turn.
Oh, you already went and grabbed it?
Well, I said I did, but if it hasn't been my turn, then I understand if you.
Your turn is next, so technically, I mean.
Oh, so okay. So is he like on top of Linnaeus? Is Ren or Yin on top of Linnaeus, or is like this space occupied?
Just think of it as a 5-foot square. So I mean, there's depending on what you want to do. If you want to walk past people, you can walk past people, but you can't technically occupy the same square. But you can do the same thing he did to you.
What? Shove him out of the way?
Yeah, if you got something in mind. I mean,
all right.
That's up to you guys of whether he wants to let you or not.
All right. So, seeing that, because Linnaeus is stable now, right?
Now, yes.
Yes.
Now she is. Okay.
Yeah.
So after seeing she's all right, I'm like, all right, get out of the way. Like, you did what you could, but now it's my time. And now is he getting back up?
Yes, he's started standing back up, and you can see that he's getting ready to go again.
Okay, so I am going to be here. Shoot, she can't. Linnaeus can't move until her next turn, right?
Correct.
Bummer. All right, so being the protective guy I am, I don't want my friend to get hurt. Are we still doing damage to this thing? Or is it like...
Nobody's attacked it again. Every round, unless he's taken fire damage, he's going to regenerate on his turn.
Okay. But he can still take damage?
Yes. Yeah, you're still in battle.
Alright, well, since he still has Hex on him, I'm just going to whack at him then.
17, and that'll hit.
Alright.
Ooh, 9. Let's see, what is he at? So you see the troll's starting to stand up, but he kind of pauses after you hit, and he's kind of groaning, but he's not down yet.
And I'm just like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to keep him down as long as I can.
What was that?
All right.
You do too?
That's my bonus.
Don't forget about your hex.
Oh yeah, my hex.
What did your hex do?
5.
5? All right, so the troll is down again.
All right. Whew! Trying to keep him down, guys. All right, so I had the hex and then the short sword, my offhand.
Come on, do it correctly. Oh. No.
Tell me no.
Oh, I didn't realize if you type into the health thing, if you just type like -4, it actually subtracts that rather than putting that in as. But if there's already a number there, it will go lower than what you want it to be. It doesn't just set it.
Oh, okay.
Or you can type in +3. Like if you gain 3, you don't have to you can just tell it how many it takes off. I didn't realize it did that, so I don't need the calculator.
Oh yeah, I could have told you that.
I didn't know it had a built-in calculator thing. That's awesome. Okay, so whose turn is it now? It's now.
Well, I still got my short sword.
Oh.
I got my action.
Right?
Yeah, he's down. Your hex took him down. I mean, if you want to continue chopping on him, I suppose.
All right. Well.
Or
all right. Never mind.
I'll be done. Have another bonus.
Like I see him go down. I'm just like sitting there like, is he gonna get back up?
He's got a turn coming up here in another couple rounds. I mean, all right. So back to Ethereal. What are you doing?
Well, he told me to get fire, so I'm gonna find the closest lantern or whatever, and
Fireball.
Just should I hand it to?
I would suggest handing it. Don't throw it at me.
Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and give it to... I really want to just call him Durian again. His name. I'll hand it to Barkeep Dude.
So the barkeep takes the lantern from you, and he kind of twists open the bottom, and he kind of spills the fluid all over the troll, lights the troll on fire, and asks you guys to grab a hold and give him a shove.
Ooh, fire. All right. I oblige.
So you guys grab a hold of the troll and you toss him back into the pit, and you see the burning troll slowly fading out of sight into the bottom. Durnan.
Whew!
Durnan goes over to Linnaeus and asked her. He saw that she took a huge hit and asked her if she's okay, if she needs medical attention.
Yes.
Oh, so you were able to say yes. What are you? Are you healed or are you at 0?
She should be at 5.
She's
'cause I
at
used
5.
my healing
On a
wounds.
scale of 1 to 12, kind of iffy, you know.
Oh, okay.
I
So-
would like some healing.
Oh, he was just gonna. It says here he just stabilizes you if you're at 0. So I mean, as long as you're above 0, everybody's above 0.
He's like,
Yeah.
she's walking around.
Yeah,
She's
so he's
fine.
like, you guys, I could see you could take a hit. I think you guys can manage from here. And he goes back to the bar.
Oh, you're breathing? You're good. Doesn't matter if you have a sword in your gut.
Yeah.
I would like to check on our half-orcan friend over here.
Yeah.
Before you can do that, you see that there's a crowd of people that's gathered around you. I didn't move all the tokens, but there's people that have gathered all around now that the troll is down. And between the people, a figure pushes through the crowd and comes up to you. Who approaches you and stroking his mustache, adjusting his floppy hat, and tightens his scarf. Volothamp Geddarm, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity, at your service. I trust you've noticed the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since the last visit to Baldar's Gate, but now I fear I have misplaced a friend amid the odious malevolence. Would you guys be willing to help me out? Maybe we can go sit down by the fire and discuss it a little further.
Perhaps.
You might be a little confused. Most of this blood belongs to this bird person over here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of gnome blood, though.
Yes, but you've seen the violence in the town this day. It's been happening a lot lately. Just take the clash with the half-orc earlier. Those bandits were quite...
Why?
Rowdy?
Rowdy. Yeah, I
Rowdy?
couldn't think...
Locatus is just kind of looking at this guy doesn't know
let's
if he
see.
can trust him or anything. So
Oh, I had him on... let's see, what... I don't think I had
Well,
it.
we can talk about this. However, I have our half-orcan friend that you have mentioned over at that table that I would like to check on. So if you would like to talk to the party, can I suggest we move over to our friend?
yeah.
Certainly. Let's have a seat. We can discuss.
I just go over here and is she conscious or is she kind of knocked out or
Yeah.
what?
You can see that she's kind of sitting back at her table. She's got herself a drink and she's coming out of it now. She tells you she's fine.
All right.
Wow.
I bet I can win that arm wrestle now.
Yeah.
So Linnaeus is still on the ground?
No, she's stable.
No, she's stable. She should be
She can
up and
move
walking
over if
around.
she wants to.
Didn't see her move with the party, so just assumed.
She was mopping up the blood.
She's very tidy that way. She doesn't
So-
like to leave a mess.
Yeah, don't want to make a mess.
So you guys have noticed that most of these people have left too. I'm gonna take a bunch of the people off. After the troll came out, people were like, see ya. So there's
Can
not...
I go over to Obeya Uday? She's my friend.
Well, Volo has asked all of you to come over and discuss. Are you gonna go over there instead?
She is apparently ignoring him.
I guess I can stay with the weirdo.
So he asks everybody to accompany him over by the fire for a nice little quiet corner to talk, and kind of pushes his way through the crowd, motioning for you to follow.
I just kind of like look at Yagar and say, "What? You gonna go down for a punch with some rascal human, and then we're gonna take down the troll for you?"
So we don't lose him in the crowd, I'm gonna send Blathers to fly over to the top of his head.
All right.
What crowd?
Where'd this guy go? I can't see him. Oh,
He's
there he
over
is.
by the fire.
I was like, where'd this guy go? I just kind of, I kind of like stand behind everybody else, like.
So yeah, you guys can just pick a seat over here by the fire somewhere, anywhere.
Yeah, I kind of sit a little bit away from him, like. I kind of stand back behind the rest of the party because I don't really trust this guy, and I just kind of like, I don't know. I give him this look like, who are you? And
all right, so after everybody gathers around, Volo turns around and he says, "Yeah, I seem to have lost a friend, and I need you guys to find him for me." He said, my friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple of nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, and I can give you each 10 times that much if you find Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need. And he kind of motions to you, asking you.
I'm sorry, you said his name was Floon?
Floon, yes.
Can you spell that for me, DM?
Floon. And then his last name is Blagmar. Blagmar. Are you taking notes?
Yes.
smart man.
Why exactly us?
Well, I saw how well you took down that troll, and it just made me think that you guys have what it takes to take care of the problem. Or to find my friend. You can take care of yourselves in this dangerous city.
Is the problem particularly dangerous?
Well, you see, there has been a lot of violence in the town, and considering I haven't seen him in 2 days, it's I fear the worst.
I'm just kind of like still like kind of like looking at everybody else like you really trust this guy or what?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, can you give us one moment while we all get together and talk about this?
Certainly. And if it makes a difference, maybe I can throw in a copy of my my book. Maybe you've heard of it?
Your what?
My book. Maybe you've heard of it?
Yes.
Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Yes. Ethereal wishes to claim this book. Knowledge is a powerful thing.
So
I will definitely agree with you that knowledge is a powerful thing.
So he takes a book from the stack that's sitting next to him on the table, and he hands you a copy.
Is it signed?
Yeah. Would you like me to sign it for you? Of course, I can sign it.
Yay.
Locatos is just like, take your books. They wouldn't. The only good they'd be doing is stopping a sword from going through your heart.
I'll take one.
Of course, if it makes the difference, I will give everybody a copy.
I am motioning to the party so that we can step away and talk about this, like for the group.
All right.
So what is everyone's thoughts?
I'm just like, lost friend, could have been kidnapped. We don't really have a whole lot of information from him right now.
2 days ago seems like a long time.
A lot
I
can
have
happen in
nothing.
2 days.
Yeah, I have nothing better to do. Why not?
I mean, I don't have anything, like it just says, I don't have anything going on. You know, if you guys want to go, I'll follow you, but I just don't trust this guy.
It
I
could
might be
make
able to further my family's reputation. I feel we should.
He's
excellent
offering
idea, Ren. It could make it into a great story.
10 dragons, I believe is what he said. And then he's offering more dragons when we're done. Money's always nice.
I have no desire for wealth. You can have my share.
I
If
will
he's-
gladly take your share.
Oh, I
If
meant
he's
just the
paying-
party may have my share. It's up to you guys how you split my share. I just do not wish to have it.
Well, that's an interesting take on your character.
Payment up front. It's worth a look, I guess.
Well, he said that he was last seen 2 days ago. I mean, do we have any ideas of how we would even start looking?
I mean,
Seen
we can
where,
get
though?
we can start asking them more questions. You know, we'll let them know that. You know, we'll do a search. I mean, 10 dragons up front. That's just to kind of look into it. I mean, whether we find anything or not, we still get 10 dragons.
That
Okay,
was- that was
so
each.
I know
Also-
that 2 people in the party said yes, and we have 1 maybe. Is that correct?
I mean, I'll
Just
go
maybe.
if the
I
rest
don't
of the party
care.
goes.
I'll go.
Okay, well, it seems like everyone in the party, or a majority vote, says that we should try to help this fella.
We'll try the best we can, I guess.
Okay, so who would like to walk up to him and say that we accept?
I will.
Yeah, I'm not talking to this guy. My character's just like, I don't know about him.
Team will tell him we accept.
Locados? Is that how you say your name?
Locatos.
Locados. He's just jealous of the man's beard.
Yeah.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Nah, I just don't like people.
What they all say.
Like, I like you guys. You guys are fine. I've known you for a little bit. This guy, just met him. His friend happens to go missing, and then he pays a bunch of adventurers. I mean, he could probably sell all our stuff for a good amount of coin if he were to just kind of set up a trap and kill us.
Now, do you know who Volo is?
I personally do. Like, out of character, I know who he is.
Okay.
Well, he would be quite famous in the town. I think
Yeah.
even our characters would know who he was.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I would assume so.
Tim, you want to walk up there then?
Yeah, we'll go over there and
Yeah.
let him know.
Tim will tell him that we accept. That he would like his book signed.
Okay. Go ahead.
We accept.
Oh,
And
I
can
am
you
so
sign my
glad
book?
to hear this. I will gladly pay you each to 10 gold that I said that I would, and hope that you would be able to find him. I will give you all the 10. He reaches into his pouch and starts counting out the 10 coins and hands it to each of you. I suppose I should give you a little more background on where we were. My friend Volo, he's a handsome man. He's in his early 30s with wavy reddish blonde hair. He was dressed in the princely garb, very fancy clothes. It was 2 nights ago, and he and I were drinking at the Skewered Dragon. It's down in the dock ward. It's between Net Street and Fillet Lane.
Did you say Net Street and Fillet Lane?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's. Here, I'll show you. I can close the turn order. Whoa, zoom out.
Dragons,
Okay.
is that like equivalent to gold?
Yes, the dragon is
yeah.
the gold. So, if you, let's see here, overlay, yawning portal. There you go. If you look at this there, on the map is where you guys are currently at. The yawning portal. Volo's friend Floon was last seen down here. Let's see, I can draw a square somewhere between, it's somewhere down, oh, that's not what I wanted. It's somewhere down there.
Alright. So he was last seen down there.
Can you guys see? Oh, I put it on the wrong layer. Huh.
Tim could see.
Yeah, we can see it.
The square that I did?
Well, you can see my green one. That's where the Flat Street and Neat Street come together.
Yeah, it would be somewhere in that complex right there. Let me see. How do I select? What layer am I on now? Maybe I should go back to the correct layer and then draw again.
Alright, so somewhere in there.
In there. That gives you a context.
Alright.
But this
Tim and
looks...
Linnaeus do not see the square.
You don't see the red square?
on the
Yeah, it
map?
kind of blends in a little bit with the rest of the houses.
Did you
I
guys
can see it okay.
scroll down a little bit?
If you go down to the west of the
We see it now.
ward, okay.
Alright.
Alright. And I think that we will take our first break here. This looks like a good place. You guys have all accepted Volo's quest. You've received your 10 gold, and he's given you a general direction.